Welcome to Good Samaritan Spotlight. I'm pleased to be the host today. Adam Thacker, I'm the Chief Operating Officer, and I am joined by two wonderful team members from our education department. I have Andrea Goodman and Amber Dinkins. I will let you guys go over your titles and introduction, but excited to talk about an event that's coming up very soon in Healthcare Academy and all of the wonderful things going on within our education department.
So I'm Andrea Goodman, and I am a Nursing Professional Development Manager on the Collaborative Interprofessional Education Department, which we name CIE.
My name is Amber Dinkins. I'm the Healthcare Academy Coordinator, and I also work in CIE.
We have an open house coming up to get to showcase all of the great things going on with this new program. Let's start off with, what is Healthcare Academy? What does that entail? Who's open to all the details?
Okay, yeah. I can take that one for sure.
Sure.
So the Healthcare Academy is basically for anybody like high school age or even junior high students, to get them excited about healthcare itself, healthcare careers. A lot of students don't know what they don't know. They don't understand, hey, that there's people who draw your blood and there's a whole career path that you can go and do that, and it's called a phlebotomist, and what that means and how much you're going to make and where you're going to go to school. So that's kind of what we market for. We start at the junior high age, getting them excited with summer camps, and then kind of building them up from there. So
that is so cool. And as a parent of junior high and high schoolers, I think that's great to get to introduce them to healthcare, because sometimes if you don't have healthcare professionals in your family, it's out of sight, out of mind. And so being able to introduce to the cool side of healthcare and get to do different activities. So when kids it's not just a lecture, also they get to be hands-on, right?
Absolutely. So there's lots of layers really when it comes to the Healthcare Academy. Like I said, there's summer camp for like junior high age group, and then at the sophomore, senior level, depending on the school, they can take 2 courses. They're dual credit depending on what high school they go to. It's either Vincent's University or Ivy Tech, and those are medical terminology and introduction to healthcare careers. And then they also can do an apprenticeship, a paid apprenticeship as well. And then we also have work-based learning that's also on top of that. So some of that is shadowing experiences here at the hospital. It's field experiences, coming and learning about different areas in the hospital. Like I said, we've been to lab before, we've been to pharmacy, so some lecture involved so you can learn a little bit, but then lots of hands-on experience
To apply it as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. And one really cool new feature that Healthcare Academy gets to experience, but is a big piece of CIE, is our simulation labs and our immersion room. I know the growth of those is coming from grants and funding through Ready and through ARPA. Talk a little bit about simulation lab, immersion room, what those are, and how we engage through the Healthcare Academy with those products.
Yeah, so we got a great grant through ARPA and Ready, which is state and county funded, and the hospital actually matches a lot of that too. So, which is we're very thankful for. And we were able to build out our simulation lab and add in an immersion room. So an immersion room is like a 3D virtual simulation, and it kind of gives students automated area for them to immerse themselves in, to have innovative space, which makes them bring virtual reality and to life is what it is. So it engages them, it makes them be interactive, and that is the best part of what they're learning in the classroom and applying it. So that is kind of what Amber's doing in the classroom, and then they get to interact and bring that technology here. So that's kind of how we're connecting those pieces.
And that's so cool, because obviously we can't put students of a high school age, or do you want the very first time person providing CPR or working on a patient during a code? But now we can use technology to create those scenarios, thus the simulation, to be able to practice. So when those real life events happen, not only for students that are learning, but also for our staff and onboarding, I think the goal is it's making a better healthcare team, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So worth mentioning a shout out as we've had a number of collaborators. This is while we are the healthcare provider of the community, this is a community initiative. Do you have some specific folks you want to call out and recognize that have been important collaborators?
We have a lot of vendors that we have worked with. So, of course, ARPA Ready that we worked with. We have worked with Laerdal for a lot of our mannequins that we have onboarded. SimStation has worked with our AV equipment. We also have partnered with Echo that has helped build our Immersion Room. We've also collaborated with AHEC, which has helped funded a lot of extra task trainers that we have on board. So they actually helped bring on some like 3D hologram that does images of human bodies. So those are able to go to the classrooms, and we'll showcase those at the open house too. So a lot of those will be here. And then, of course, ARPA and Ready, if I did not already say that.
And then from a nursing specific side, Vincennes University has been a really strong partner with the pathway of students to come through. And so, and that's another community benefit we're seeing. Okay, so flipping gears a little bit to your roles, what drew you to the education side of healthcare?
So for me, I worked as a in management with the physician network side of things. And with that opportunity, I worked with the LPNs and then also bringing on Epic in the offices. Loved that role. Was also working on my master's at the time, was actually a nurse practitioner master's, and was like, man, I love this education side. So I switched gears and just kind of had the opportunity from there. Before coming on here in July, I worked at Vincennes University as a nursing instructor for the past 10 years. So I've just always loved education. Was just kind of, we were getting ready to do some curriculum changes there. So I'm like, oh, we're changing some stuff up. Let's see what's available. And came into this role. And I love seeing people kind of light up whenever they're like, oh, it's that aha moment. Like that is an area that struggled for me, but the way you explained it, that makes a lot of sense. So I love seeing those light bulb moments. That's my favorite part about education for sure.
Yeah. So, that's great.
Yeah.
Andrea?
And for me, with education, I loved being a preceptor on the unit. And part of that was going back to being in college. And I taught Dosis Calc, and I tutored on the side. People would not think math was my favorite, but I did. I taught that. And then when I came here and other hospitals, like I precepted, and I would have a student for every patient, no matter what academic area they were. And I would be like, I will be there to help you with your meds. And I loved that. I loved being in charge, and I loved being there to help with the students and make sure that they had what they needed. So I always thought education would be where I was going to be, and that's where I ended up. So and I agree with Amber. I love seeing the aha moments and the light bulb go off. So that's where I am.
Well, you can tell, and your passion for it shows through. So let's close things up with the Healthcare Academy open house. So talk a little bit about October 23rd. Who should come? What's going to happen? What will people see? And where's it at? All those things.
Yeah, we're excited for that. So October 23rd, it's open from 2 to 8 p.m. And anybody can come. Internal employees or public. We're excited just to come show support. We're open to anybody that's interested into learning about the Healthcare Academy, or just to come see and support our education, in general here within the hospital. We have the Immersion Room. We are right now the only one in the state of Indiana that has one. So we're really excited to showcase that. We want people to know about it. We want people to learn. We're going to have task trainers out. And so I'll kind of say what that is. So we'll have interactive activities. We'll have everyone that I spoke about with our vendors. So, we'll have the Laerdal. We'll have, SimStation. They'll be showcasing everything that was input into our education department. And we'll also have our internal medicine. The residency department will be up there. We have have other specialty departments up there as well. We also have renovated some of the, everything that was matched our new construction. So our classrooms are updated with new technology. We have smart boards, we have new desks and chairs and everything. So we want to showcase that as well. So please come support everyone, the educators, and come see all the new technology and that we have available.
Yeah, really, really exciting. And so current healthcare professionals, aspiring healthcare professionals, interested community member, come check it out.
See us.
Where would folks come in? Do they need to RSVP?
Sure. No RSVP needed. Please come. We'll be doing tours. You can come through the 6th floor or the 6th Street, entrance. And then we will be up on the 6th floor of the Columbian Towers. So we'll have some signs out that'll help kind of locate you that way. And then we'll all be up there. We'll be doing tours, or you can come and go as you please. So it is open and free to go. So anything.
No, you did wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we look forward to it.
Yeah.
Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you.
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.